Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super grateful to have you. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. Today, my friends, I am just going to do a quick review of the new chapter tarot for you guys. And you guys know I did actually put out the walkthrough first before I did the review. That's because I wanted you guys to get a good look at the cards before I jumped into it myself. I will be still putting the same walkthrough at the end of this video. I will just have it at like 2x speed. So if you guys want to watch that at normal speed, you can drop down to the description box and check that link. You guys already know I will also have the link down there for where you guys can purchase this deck. Right now, it seems like this was released in the UK first, so it's available through Liminal 11's website in the UK right now. You guys can get it, and if you're in the US, you guys are gonna have to wait until June 8th. It looks like it's pre-orders on Barnes & Noble and Amazon's website. So I wanted to make that one very clear because usually I will do my reviews right around the time of the release, but this one was actually released in the UK first. Really threw me off. We're usually releasing stuff in the US first. So if you guys are in the UK, you can totally jump on that. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait a little while for this. So that's why I wanted to get you guys a really good slow walkthrough on that other video. And if you guys want to just jump to the walkthrough or whatever, you guys already know there's going to be timestamps in the comment box below as well. So I am super excited about this one because we're changing it up again, and Liminal 11 has been doing this with all of their decks lately. Like the past couple of decks, they're just different every single time, and it's really throwing me for a loop. I don't know if we're going to be changing like every single deck, because you guys already know Liminal 11 used to have like their tried and true kind of template for how they had their decks done. They were all in like modern witch fashion, where they were very large cards, very thick cardstock, very glossed, and they were all kind of the same. And now it seems Liminal 11 is making changes. I don't know if that's in response to, you know, feedback or whatever. So I just want you guys to know, I don't really know what to expect with Liminal 11 decks anymore. Usually I'm always kind of like, okay, let's look at the imagery. Let's let the imagery speak for itself, because they were kind of always the same. And this one really excited me a whole lot to see how different it was when I was opening it. So as you guys know, in the Luna Soul Tarot, it was matte. That's the first matte print deck I've ever seen from Liminal 11. And we have another matte print deck here with this one. And there's also something that's more exciting here. So I do show you guys the box in the walkthrough if you guys want to take a good look at the box. Again, we're not doing that suits print anymore all of a sudden. There is the logo there. And the funny thing about this, if I can get it out of here, is that you can tell the size difference in this deck because of the little cardboard insert. There's a big old block on that thing. And that was kind of what made me realize this was actually a different size. Usually, you guys know they're very large cards, and these ones are not. So these are more I would say pocket-sized for Liminal 11. I don't know that they're comparable to the pocket-sized Rider-Waite-Smith decks. However, I feel like these are still slightly larger. And as you guys can tell, this is still a very thick deck. So when you break it and you try to shuffle it, they're still very thick cards. It's still not very foldable. So you're still going to have to work around that cardstock, but it is a vast improvement on the cardstock, on the size. This is so very much thinner than we started with the Modern Witch. And you've got kind of like this glossed matte going on there. So I don't know if you guys have taken a look at all on, you know, any of the fun stuff regarding this new chapter tarot, but I think the most exciting thing about this right now, I mean, to me, was opening this and seeing that there is a foreword from Rachel Pollack. So as you guys know, Rachel Pollack is a big name in tarot. Lots of tarot books, lots of tarot stuff. She's a big name in tarot. So I really don't know how that came about. I don't know if she worked on this deck with them at all. Like, I really have no idea what went into that. I've been trying to find any kind of information on that, and I didn't find any. But it's really cool to see like a big name in tarot in here on your foreword. And then on your introduction, you do have that word there from your artist as well as always. So always read those. They're a sweet little note from your artist about the deck that you have purchased from them. So then you have your little intro there about your majors, and we are back to that kind of standard format on the Liminal 11 now. As you guys saw in the Lunasol Tarot, they did kind of switch up the format there. This is back to kind of the same format on the book with the card up top in the color, and then here is your description down here. Again, there's no reversed meanings or divinatory meanings ever in the Liminal 11 decks. I do feel like they do that to make it kind of beginner friendly, so as not to overwhelm you guys with a whole bunch of reading stuff that some people just don't bother with anyways. So there's your intro about your minors, and then you go into your suits. Again, as you guys know, Liminal 11 usually does tiny little bits for those minor cards. It seems like these ones are actually pretty weighty compared to like the Lunasol. It was very small meanings on the minors, but still always worth the read through. What I have been doing as of late is, while I am using the deck when I'm doing pulls, I will actually read the corresponding definition from the book so that I can familiarize myself with how the artist perceives this deck and how, you know, how they perceive the meaning and everything that went into the artwork here. And then of course you have your 2 extra cards there, Gratitude and Invocation. So these are super stunning. You got a little thing there about reading the tarot. You guys already know Liminal 11 loves to help you guys out so that a brand new beginner to tarot could pick up this book and this deck and feel comfortable with what it is they are doing. So then you have a little snippet there about spreads. Of course, you guys have spreads in here. 4-card spread, Hecate at the Crossroads, Balance Life spread, and Crossing the Threshold spread there. And that's it for your little book. So these, as you guys can see just from the book alone, like the colors are crazy saturated in this deck. I really love this, especially because this is in contrast to the Lunasol Tarot that just came out, and then that one was in contrast to the White Newman that just came out. So as you guys can tell, Liminal 11 loves working with artists that are so very different from each other, and they really each put such an amazing spin on the tarot, you know, when they take it into their own hands. So as you guys can see at the back of the cards, we have an owl and a crane. I love this deck, you guys. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen that walkthrough, definitely go check it out. I'm very excited about it because as you're reading through the book, you guys will see the different gods and goddesses that are throughout this deck, and just having a smaller Liminal 11 deck is so exciting, to be honest. I mean, even still with this one, you're gonna have to break it into 4s to be able to shuffle just because of the thickness of the cardstock. I am not a person that puts a lot of importance on how hard it is to shuffle my decks, because if you really love a deck, you really love the artist, you really want to support the work, you'll kind of find a way around that. And being a reader, you have to realize that all decks come in different sizes, different cardstocks, different finishes, different thicknesses, whatever, and you have to learn to work with it, and you have to learn to work around it. So I don't really ever have an issue with that. I've just learned how to shuffle differently for different decks, but I know that it is a very hot topic issue in the community about, you know, Liminal 11's size and cardstock and whatnot. So if you guys love Liminal 11, you love all of the things that you've been seeing, and you just can't quite get around the size or the thickness of those cards, I think that this is a great response to that. I think that this one will be a super fun addition to your collection if you guys are keeping up with the Liminal 11 collections, or if you have just been waiting for that improved Liminal 11 type of feel. I definitely think this is going to be a great response to all of that. So I hope that you guys check out the walkthrough, whether you stick around for this 2x speed one and then hang out for announcements at the end, or you guys can always drop down to the description box, check out that regular speed walkthrough if you really want to see these cards super up close, super in detail. You know, do whatever you want, but let's go ahead and hit that fast walkthrough. Alrighty, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I think that I might be changing up the format going forward, where I do release the slow version of the walkthrough as well as the fast version of the walkthrough in these reviews. That way you can kind of pick your poison. I had a comment on my last one saying that the walkthrough was too fast, and I led up way too much to the walkthrough. So I completely understand, and as a content creator, I just try to find ways to cut as much time here and there as I can, because people kind of drop off after the first like minute anyways. So it's just up to you guys if you want to watch it in slow-mo or fast-mo, or if you want to watch both of them, who cares? You guys do whatever you want to do. But I am so very grateful to Liminal 11 for this beautiful, amazing gift. You guys already know I am always going to love reviewing these things for you. So I have the special thanks in the description box to Liminal 11 as always, with all of their socials, so that you guys can follow them. You already know you can hit their newsletter down there as well in the Liminal 11 website if you guys would like to see all of the new things that are coming. We do have the mystical medleys and the seed and sickle oracle coming next, and those ones will be later in like November. So we do also have like pre-sales and stuff going on for coloring books and regular books, and there's all kinds of stuff going on at Liminal 11, and I don't have my hands in all of it, so if you guys ever want to check out everything they're doing, always do that. I also have the artist's info down there as well in the description box. If you like her stuff, you dig her style, you want to follow her and see what other projects she's up to, you guys can do that as well. So I really hope that those of you guys who came here enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, give me a big old thumbs up, that helps me out so very much. Leave a comment, say whatever you guys want down there. You guys always do anyways. And let me know what you think of the format. I'm still trying to figure out a suitable way to do this with tarot walkthroughs. You guys know I used to just hold up the tarot decks. Now I have the ability to actually do a full walkthrough, and I'm just trying to find a way that makes it work the best. So, do whatever you guys want down there. You also know that you can check out my personal links in the description box if you guys would like to help me out. Check out my Etsy store. I have all kinds of protective jewelry down there. I also make handmade tarot bags if you guys would ever like to check those out. Everything's handmade by me in the shop. You can also check out my Facebook tarot community, Tarot Readers Unite. All of my socials are down there, my link tree, my wish list if you guys want to send me something to review. And you can also check out my friend Katie's candle store, 3E Candle Co. on Etsy, and use my personal link as well if you'd like a cheeky little discount. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.